The left is creating, through COVID, a social caste system in America. Now, this is a very shocking and disturbing development. And by the caste system, what I mean is they're creating two categories of American citizens. You may call them the superior people and the inferior people, or to put it in feudal terms, the aristocracy and the peasants. Now, I want to give you a little bit of a visual glimpse of what this looks like. Here's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, at the Met Gala. And I want to give you a little glimpse of what the scene looks like, because there was a little clip put out by Vogue magazine so we can look at it. And here it is. Take a peek. So if you look carefully, what you see is AOC is sort of Cinderella. She comes in with the white dress, of course, with the tax the rich label on the back. But you've got all these masked servants who are attending to her. So there's a sharp dichotomy between AOC, the princess. She doesn't wear a mask, of course. But all the attendants do, and there are at least three. They're putting on her shoes, they're fixing her dress, they're holding the train up. So there's a real visual image here of aristocracy, and it's not the only one. At the Emmys, this was all over the place. You see all these, couples showing up, and none of them are masked. But as you watch them walk off the stage, who's attending to them? A whole train of people leading them here, leading them there, and all those people are wearing masks. Obama's birthday bash. No masks. Why? Because that's the aristocracy. But the waiting staff, the people handing out the champagne, the people handing out the hors d'oeuvres, they're wearing masks. Recently, San Francisco Mayor London Breed shown partying, no mask. And when she's asked about it, she's kind of honest. She goes, I was feeling the spirit, and I wasn't thinking about a mask. She goes, I don't want to be intimidated by the fun police. Wow, the fun police, really? So once again, what she's saying is, I'm the mayor of San Francisco. Why would these rules apply to me? I mean, she doesn't even cross her mind that she's accountable for the same rules. She's imposing on kids. She's imposing on everybody else. Just recently, yesterday, Representative Pramila Jayapal having a happy birthday party. You see her in a tiny room. She's surrounded by people. All her friends, none of them are wearing a mask. Now, again, it's no defense. Let's remember, I'm vaccinated because vaccinated people, we are told repeatedly by the CDC, can transmit COVID. So that is not an adequate reason for saying no masks for me. And so what you have here is, and very interestingly, after the Emmys, the LA County Public Health Department was asked, well, why is it the case that all these actors, all these producers, these directors, how come they don't get to wear a mask? And here's the interesting statement. This is from LA Health County. They say, quote, exceptions are made for film, television, and music productions. They go on to say, the Emmy Award show is a television production, and persons appearing on the show are considered performers. So if you're a performer, evidently you don't need a mask. Everybody else does. Now, I want to put this in a little bit of broader, perhaps even slightly philosophical context. When the Declaration of Independence says that all men are created equal, we're all created equal, there's a narrow way to interpret that, and there's a broader way. But both are, in fact, implied in the statement itself. The narrow way is that we're talking here not about equality of height or speed or strength, but we are talking about equality of rights. So all men are equal in rights. But that is not all that the Declaration of Independence means. It also means that we all have equal dignity. And this is the importance of the created equal, that God, in a sense, loves us all the same. And so we all have equal dignity. And in America, this has been interpreted to mean, correctly in my view, that no person is better than anyone else. Elon Musk may have more money than me, Jeff Bezos may have more money than me, but he's not better than me. So this idea that no one is better, no one is a superior, no one is inherently occupying, if you will, a higher perch. America's not divided among aristocrats and peasants. See, this is the idea of equal dignity that is being violated here by the COVID caste system. Because remember, the COVID caste system isn't just about money. It isn't simply saying you're rich or you're poor, because see, the point about it is most Americans don't envy people who have more money because they think, okay, fine, they earned it, but they have a nice life, but I have a nice life. They're not better than me. That's the key point. But this idea of equal dignity, which is the core meaning of the Declaration of Independence, is being flagrantly violated by the left, even though the left claims to be marching behind the banner of equality, behind the banner of equity. The simple truth of it is, deep down, they don't believe a word of it. They truly think in their own hearts that they, at least the ruling class, are superior to the rest of us.